Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. I hope everybody is having an amazing morning and that you're off to a great start and that you are set to accomplish what you want to get accomplished today. My name is Janmitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I'm so excited for y'all this morning. Well, I'm excited every morning, so it doesn't really matter what day it is. I hope you guys are ready to get this morning. Let's get it started. Y'all know that song. Y'all remember that song? Y'all ready to get it started this morning? Did you enjoy the show yesterday? I talked about having a fierce response in your life. Sometimes we have a fierce response about everything, but we may not have a fierce response about what we need to have one about. Good morning, my friend. How you doing, Miss Kim? Hope you are doing well. Fearless co-host in. Good morning, cousin Carl. How you doing this? How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Excuse me. How you doing
Uh-oh.
this morning? Oh, child.
Girl. So, this morning, real quick, y'all, I just had to share this quick story. So I was checking in on my LinkedIn because I had some notifications around, my LinkedIn page. But of course, I went through because I saw something pop up on my screen and I thought it was interesting. So this man posts a video.
Mm-hmm.
And the video that he posts, good morning, Kim. The man posts a video, or should I say Kimberly? Just let me know which one you prefer, because I know some people don't like for you to chop their names off. Some people like, my mama named me, whatever, and that's what you need to call me. But anyway, so this guy posts this video on LinkedIn, and the video, all it's saying is the difference between the way men and women shop. So of course, Kim, all day, all right. So of course but it's on a African safari, and of course they're lion and there's some gazelles running by, and they're just running by, right? A bunch of gazelles running by, and then you see the female lion is crouching up. She's getting into position. She's hiding by the bush, waiting on the proper time to pounce. But a little while later in the video, you see this male lion running across the field, and he just jumps right in, get a gazelle immediately. And then someone has the audacity. I thought it was funny. I was like, because there's always some humor in truth. Because women will do that. We'll go in the store and we will stay all day long. We all know somebody who does that, right? We all know that person. When you go shopping with them, you might as well plan to spend all day long with them, because they're going to stay in the store. They're going to look at everything. They got to touch everything. They got to do all this. But for the
Yes.
men, they, just like my husband, he ready to get in and get out of the store because he doesn't want to be in that store. So I thought it was funny. But of course, some people were offended. Over on LinkedIn, they were offended. And the
Really?
comment that got me was, she said, see, this kind of stuff belongs on Facebook. It doesn't belong on a professional site such as LinkedIn. So I
They
thought
say
it
that
was
all the
like,
time.
okay, so a hit dog is going to holler every time.
Mm-hmm.
So she was offended because she knows she does that, but that's okay. And I was like, really though? Is it that serious? Is it
Mm-hmm.
that serious that you can't even have any, fun in your workplace, even if it's a social media
Post.
site of that nature? People can't laugh over there. I mean, really, give me a break. But
They get
anywho,
serious about that LinkedIn, honey. They do
yeah,
not play
yes.
with that.
I mean, it's just, it never ceases to amaze me how some people are so, I just don't get it. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
entitled is the right word, but I
That's the
mean,
correct word.
get a life, right? Get
That's the
a
correct
life.
word, honey.
Anywho, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with our confessions and conversations today. I'm Lynn Demons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. And guys, we thank you every day for joining in with us as we bring hope helping one person every day as we go through these situations and circumstances, talking about our life and our finances. It's going to be a great one today, y'all. But let me go ahead and get started with our quote. Where is my quote from Mr. Tony Robbins? I had it ready for us today because I was like, yes, yes, and yes. This is definitely what we're talking about. And I don't know what I did with my quote, y'all. But that's okay. Let's take this one. The thought manifests as word. The word manifests as deed. The deed develops into habits, and the habits harden into character.
Amen.
That's by Buddha. Let me go back through that because that was a couple of things, a couple of steps you had to progress through in that one. So let me go back and repeat that. The thought manifests as word, right? Even the Bible tells us and the word became flesh. So y'all better listen to that. The thought manifests as the word manifests as the deed, right? And then the deed develops into the habit, and then that habit hardens into character.
All about the process, baby.
It is definitely all about the process, and whether you believe it or not, guys, these are the things that happen. So you got to be careful about what you're thinking about first and foremost, right? Be thoughtful about what you're thinking about, because those things manifest themselves to become true, right?
Yep.
It manifests itself to become as what it is. All right. So you say, Lynn, why are you saying that? Why are you having this conversation? Let's go back to what we talked about on yesterday. We talked about the fact that oftentimes a poor person is going to say, oh, I can't afford it, right? And that's where they're going to leave it, right? But until we learn to change the way that we're thinking about these things and how they now manifest themselves and develop into our habits and develop our character, what we need to now think about is, what types of questions are we asking ourselves? Are we empowering ourselves so that we can do these things differently? So instead of saying that I can't afford it and leaving it as so, what a resourceful person is going to say or ask themselves is, how can I afford it?
Right.
How can I now afford it? And let me bump it up one more time for you guys, because it doesn't just stop right there. The truly successful person, or dare I say the rich person, when we talk about our money, is going to say, how can I make it make me money? Think about that differently, right?
Yep.
We're quick to say, Lord have mercy, I can't afford it. But then transition into that, how can I afford it? What are some of the things now that I can do differently so that I can? Or now, not only how can I afford it, but how can it make me money? See, that's a different way of thinking about things that I'm trying to push out there for you. Yes, we talk about knowledge, but that information, and then moving to knowledge, but that comes with wisdom, right?
Yeah, and let me add in there, we in that quote is talking about how your thought manifests these things. Look at your life now. What are your thoughts manifesting in your life right now? Right? Your life right now is a manifestation of the words and the actions and the character that you have developed over the years. So how have you developed your life so you can't really get angry at other people about the manifestation of things in your life when your words have power and they develop your character, which puts into place your practice and your habits, which gives you the results.
Absolutely.
I love that quote.
You about to make me say, like you say, well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I'm just, and when you get to that point, y'all, then you realize, if I can manifest all this negativity, if I can manifest all of this, just give me one day of positive thinking, one day of thinking something else, and you'll be calling Yamiche Jojo Waddell, they only live past crazy specialists, and saying, yes, this worked. And I guarantee it will work. Try it one day. I'm sorry, Lynn. I just had to get that one out.
No, that's good. That ties right in, guys. So, because we're talking about our thoughts and manifesting those thoughts and developing those into behaviors and building character, what I'm going to tell you today, guys, so you know that I talk about investing all the time, but I haven't told you, or we haven't had this conversation in a while in regards to the reasons to invest in stock. Because I come on here and I tell you about investing in stock, and I tell you, that it's definitely you'll be able to get those returns once you learn the proper way to do it. But what are the reasons that you invest in stock? So that's what I'm going to give you today. And if you want these notes at the end, just text finances to 345-345, and I'll send these notes over to you, because I've gone through and actually put this together in a little quick at a glance that you can go back and look at and make sure that you are understanding the process, right? Understanding, because the process begins with why. If you don't know your why to doing anything, chances are you're not going to continue to do that thing, right? Unless it's something that you learned from mom and them and they did it. And now we'll do that in church, won't we? We'll go to church and you'll be like, why do y'all do that after you collect the money? I don't know. That's something that we've always done, right? Some things we will just continue to do. But what I want you to do now, guys, is to be intentional and know the reasons why, right, that you are going to invest in stocks. And dare I say this, guys, everyone, even though I teach women how to invest and how to invest with confidence and how to do this for yourself, everyone should invest at some point in times in your life. I mean, the time may not be right now for you, but once you position yourself and get yourself in the right way, everyone should be investing. So, but why? You say, Lynn, why should I be investing? Yeah, you're America's #1 financial rebound coach, and that works for you. But Lynn, why should I be investing? Okay, guys, there's the reason that you should be investing, first of all, in stocks is because there's more than one way to invest. There's more than one way to invest in stocks, right? We talk about all the different vehicles, retirement accounts through your job. You can invest not only in so the big to do now is investing in you hear about Forex, right? Forex is the foreign exchange currencies. So that's taking the US dollar and trading it against some foreign dollar and seeing if the US dollar gains on that foreign currency, then you make money, right? So that's one way. Or you can invest in commodities. You can invest in options, and they talk about puts and calls and all these different things, investing in stocks and investing in bonds. There's so many different things, guys, right? So many different ways that you can invest. You can invest for cash flow. You can invest for long term. There's so many different ways, but what I'm talking about, guys, is helping you master the basics, because once you build that solid foundation, then the opportunities become endless around the different ways that you can invest. And we won't just leave it at investing in the markets. I'm talking about eventually you'll branch out to other ways, because this is going to allow you to do things and see things differently. But there are so many different ways. And this is the reason that we come on and provide this education to you guys. There are so many different ways to invest that many of us are not privy to, because that information has not been taught to us. So that's number one, right? There's so many different ways, and I have a list of those different ways inside of that document. If you do want access to the document, you just text finances to 345-345, and that information will be shared with you. The number 2 reason, guys, that I have here that you should be investing in stocks, because if you look at it, and I've looked at the history, the stock market, y'all, the stock market is designed to go up over time. It's designed to go up over time. So let's think about that thing, right? If it's designed to go up over time, that means it's designed to make money. And as I sit here and I think about that, so what does that mean? Those companies, when you buy stock, you're buying into a company. You're buying a piece of a company. And what those companies want to be able to do, guys, is now to leverage. They are leveraging OPM, other people's money. They're leveraging your money to do what? They want to make more money themselves, right? No business goes into business to go out of business. Let's just be clear on that, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anytime a business is started, the end game, the ultimate goal, the bottom line is to make money, right? So inevitably, the stock market is designed to go up, but many of us miss out on opportunities because there are so many other things, right, that we allow to get in the way of this opportunity for us. So we have to now recognize and understand, guys, that even though the stock market is designed to go up over time, there are things that we need to now understand that will help us. There are indicators that are out there. There are trends. There's data that we need to be aware of that's going to say to us, okay, now this is how I minimize or reduce the risk in these investments. But in the long haul, the grand scheme of the things, guys, they are there to make money.
Yeah.
And if those businesses are there to make money, they want to leverage your money to make money. So chances are they're going to do whatever it takes to continue to grow using your money so that they can now put more money into their pockets, right? So essentially, that's reason number 2. And the third reason I say, guys, to invest in the markets, the number 3 reason to invest in the markets is to beat inflation. And we've talked about inflation before, right? And let me revisit that concept for some of us, because it's easy for us to see when we talk about inflation. Inflation is simply the opportunity for your dollar to purchase certain goods. So we think about a couple of years ago, if you go into the grocery store and you said, I have $50, those $50 would buy a certain amount of grocery 10 years ago, as opposed to the amount of grocery you'll get one bag today if you're lucky, right? With $50.
Right.
So in order to beat inflation, how do you beat inflation? You beat inflation by ensuring that your dollar is able to purchase more. How are you going to be able to purchase more? You're going to have to increase the return, right? The percent return that you're getting on that investment. And when we look at that, how do you increase your returns here, guys? The number one thing, and this is the 4th reason, compound interest. Compound interest is your friend. And I have a graphic in there that actually shows you and explains to you that how compound interest works. But you remember that little, everybody did this in their math classes back in the day. And the question was asked, would you like to have, $500,000 today, or would you like a penny doubled every day for 30 days, right? Mm-hmm. And by the end of those 30 days, you end up with millions of dollars as opposed to that set fee that they offered you in the beginning. And that was because of compounding interest. Mm-hmm. See, guys, compounding interest is our friend, but it means that you have to get started in order for it to work in your favor. Because just like with anything, you've seen those lines, and I hate to keep going back to biology class, but you've seen that S curve in biology. That S curve, it starts out real slow. That's how compound interest does. And then all of a sudden you see a sharp incline upwards, right? Or they call it the J curve, right? Yeah. That S goes into the carrying capacity. S levels off, but I'm not talking about the top of the S. I'm talking about the way compound interest grows and it starts to go upward, up, up, up. See, compound interest is what is going to allow you to be able to grow over the long term and build generational wealth. So that's another reason that you should be investing in the stock market. Guys, stop missing out on opportunities is what I'm saying. right? Stop missing out on those opportunities. The other reason, another reason, guys, that you should be investing in stocks is it allows you to mitigate risk with diversification. And you'd be like, Lynn, what in the heck did you just say? How do you reduce the risk that you're going to lose money in the stock market? Because that's something that a lot of people are afraid of. I'm afraid to lose my money, Lynn, right? I'm afraid to put it in there, and then I don't know where to put my money into the stock market when I did. See, when you invest, when you invest and you diversify, you put in your funds inside of what they call ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, or they're DRIPs. DRIPs are dividend reinvestment plans. So there are companies that will pay you once you invest inside of their stock, they pay you dividends on their earnings. And when they pay you those dividends on those earnings, those dividends are now reinvested into your portfolio, right? So that's a greater opportunity now for you to get even larger returns on your investment, because with those dividends reinvested, you can buy more stock. Your portfolio increases when that business does better, and the business is only paying you dividends when they do well, right? When they are earning. So if they're earning, you're earning. All parties are benefiting. Yes, they're leveraging and using your money for that purpose, but there's an opportunity now for you to continue to grow as well. So make sure that you are aware of all of these things. And guys, we're talking about the reasons why you should be investing in stocks. And let me also say this, it's not gambling, right? Let me backtrack that statement for a second. It's not gambling if you know what you're doing, if you get the education to know what you're doing, right? Now, if you just going out there and picking a stock because it has a nice name, you like, okay, that name sounds right. It has a nice ring to it. And you just go ahead and put your money in it like you betting on the horse. Yeah, that's gambling, right? That's gambling. They're going through their search that is going to determine whether or not this is a good buying decision for you on the stock, or this is a good opportunity to sell, right? Until you have those pieces of key information in your pocket, then you are gambling. So if you want to get to the point where you say, Lynn, well, I don't know what I'm doing and I need some help, guys, we are providing that help at the Do Shop at the Circle and Moon on June 16th. We're providing that assistance. We're providing that guidance. We're providing that. We're doing that. Let's just say that. We are doing it with you in the room, going through the process. How lovely would it be if every time you wanted to do something, you had somebody right there to hold your hand to say, yes, that's right, or no, that isn't, and this is where you need to go back and make that change, right? Mm-hmm. How beautiful is that to have that at your fingertips? Well, you do if you join us for the Do Shop, the Great Escape Mini, June 16th at the Circle and Moon in Roswell, Georgia. And right now, guys, we have a contest. If you would like a free ticket, we have a contest because we have sponsors who have purchased tickets. Mm-hmm. Our sponsors have purchased tickets. If you would like a ticket, go ahead and like our page, like our Fearless page. Share this video. Share this broadcast. Why are you not sharing this great information out? Share this broadcast. And also give us a key takeaway that you get from the information that's being shared with you. Mm-hmm. So this morning, guys, we're talking about the reasons why you should be investing. Did you want to add something?
No.
Okay. All right. And then, guys, I have one more reason that I want to give to you. When you save your money and you put it in a bank account, or you save your money and you stuff it under a mattress, how much do you think it's growing?
Not at all.
You're saying under that mattress is not doing anything, and in that bank account it's just doing barely a little bit more than nothing, right? So it's putting your savings into a traditional bank account is not giving you the return on the investment that you can get if and when you get the education that you need to start investing, right? So if you do have some monies, I do say don't wait, don't delay. Go ahead and get inside of an investing vehicle. Get into an ETF, which is an exchange traded fund, or get into a DRIP, that dividend reinvestment plan. Get into one of those and get started while you get the education so that you can start investing with confidence. Right? And investing with confidence. If you want to get on that same boat and get the blueprint, get the step, get the process, get the system, whatever you want to call it, that works for you so that you can sleep at night, so that you can build financial freedom and freedom based upon your definition of freedom, so that you can build for your retirement, or you can save for your child's future college expenses, or whatever the case may be. You decide what your goal is, and maybe you want to invest so you can buy a house on down the road. It doesn't matter. What are some of the things that you can do now, guys? What is the information that you need so that you can now make your money, keep your money, grow your money?
Yep.
Because I say, guys, put it in that savings account. Your money is not growing. Your money is not growing in the way that it could. See, we're stifling the growth opportunities for our dollars when we don't look for other opportunities, right, to now invest them. So, guys, those are reasons you should invest in the stock market. Let me go back through them real quickly, and I'm going to pass this off to my co-host. The reasons you should be investing in the stock market. Number one, guys, there is more than one way. You've heard that there's more than one way of skinning a cat. There's more than one way. Dun, dun, a skinning a
I didn't know it was a song, but I say that all the time.
It is definitely a song. I had to go back to that old it's an old school play, right? Without in there. But anywho, yes, there is more than one way to invest in the markets, and there are options that are out there to you. Yes, there are options in the market, but there are options in the way that you can also invest. Number two reason, sorry, y'all. The stock market is designed to go up. It's as simple as that. Those companies are out there to make money. The stock market is designed to go up over time. So you're missing out on opportunities. Number three, guys, beat inflation. The buying power of the dollar continues to decrease on a regular basis. So how do you beat inflation, guys? By investing and truly growing your dollars. Compound interest, y'all. Compound interest is your friend. Compounding interest inside of your investment portfolio allows that to grow even quicker. Mitigate your risk with diversification. A lot of us would say, I don't know, I'm afraid of losing money. Well, we teach you the strategy and the skills that you need, the knowledge you need to have in order to do that. How do I now ensure that I'm picking the right stocks? How do I ensure that I have the best opportunities on the books? How can I make sure that I'm not going to lose sleep at night over the fact that I've now invested these dollars? That's what we teach you at the Do Shop, y'all. That's what I'll teach you at the Do Shop. And guys, your savings won't do much in a traditional savings account. You might as well have it in a mattress underneath a mattress, or you go out there, it's buried in the back, right? In a box, buried in the backyard. Or what was it? Soul Food. She had the money stored in the TV, and they were all looking around the house to see where the money was stored up in the house. That money didn't grow. But if you put it in the stock market, there are different opportunities, right, that you now have. And I'm not talking about just going out there and trading. We're talking about long-term investing here, right? We're talking about long-term investing. So if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this is not it. This is not it. But what we're talking about is building generational wealth over the long term. And these are the reasons, guys, that you should be investing. Why? Because solid investments are going to pay off. Solid investments pay off. So get the strategy you need to identify what those are so that you can now build that generational wealth. All right, guys. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. Let me get my pose right. And I'm going to pass that over to my co-host, Miss JoJo, the only Live Fast Crazy specialist.
Thank you, ma'am. Guys, I don't think we can say it enough. There's no way around doing the work. We give you the education. Now it's time to do the work. So on this Thankful Thursday, the fearless thought for the day is, y'all remember that song, Can You Stand the Rain? Who sung that?
Yes.
You don't remember, Lynn? Anyway, the song, Can You Stand the Rain? So the fearless thought for the day is, can you stand the pain of growth? I think a lot of us, when we think about growing and changing, we assume that it's going to be painful because we're going into unknown. And that's kind of true. It's going to be painful and exciting. But here's the thing. You have to be able to look past that pain. And who sung it, Lynn?
New Edition.
New Edition. Thank you. I know Courtney would have been mad if I would have said Casey and JoJo because she's a New Edition fanatic. Yeah. So can you stand the pain of growth? Because I think more importantly, what we do here on the Fearless Morning Show is that we challenge what you know every day. We challenge your thought process about your life, your money, your relationships, your friendships. We challenge that at every turn to hopefully give you something to think about differently so that your mind starts to change, maybe just a little bit. So can you stand the pain of growth? And if you look at it, and this is where the pain comes in. If you look at it and you assume that because it's going to be something bad. Let's take student loans, for example, because that's a big thing for a lot of people. Or it could be, your crazy relationship. We could take a crazy husband like I used to have, and you don't want to address it. Everything that you don't want to address is associated with some kind of pain for you. And so in order to avoid the pain, you do not address the issue. So if it's debt, it's painful for you to look at your money, so you don't address it. But understand the pain doesn't go away. It intensifies everything. You have the crazy ex-husband or crazy husband. You know you need to live alone, but you don't because you want to avoid the pain of, Lord, well, if I leave, then I got to do this and I got to do that. Well, I don't want to do that. And then you got the pain of the crazy friendships and the relationships. Well, she been my friend for so long, and this and this, and you're all the time avoiding the pain. Y'all remember, God, a couple of months ago, I talked about that thorn and how you create your whole life around that thorn, that problem. This is it right here. You're running from the pain, but you are actually creating your entire life around the pain. So y'all are best friends at this point. So you might as well face the pain and figure out what it is you need to do about it. So can you stand the pain of growth? Change equals challenge. You're going to be challenged on every side with everything that you do. So why not do it for something for the freedom of your mind, freedom of your peace of mind, freedom of living past crazy, so that now you're in control and the pain is not in control. Because I can guarantee you right now, if you're not addressing that problem, it's in control of you. It wakes you up every morning. You go to sleep with it every night. It's at work with you every day. You can't eat because it's in your stomach. So you think you are handling it, but your pain is actually taking over your life. It's controlling your life. That's it. Pain, you got to deal with it. So it's the price you have to pay for the freedom that you want in your life. Period.
Right.
It's the price you have to pay for the freedom you want in your life. And because it's a process, and Lynn and I make it very clear on how to go through the process. I have the 5 steps of living past crazy. And part of that is addressing the pain and looking at what is consuming your life to the point of that you're always in a crazy state. You're not proactive, but you're always reactive for absolutely everything. So what are you going to do about that? When are you going to stop and change that around? You got to challenge yourself. You're going to have a truth moment with yourself. You're going to have to sit down and have that conversation about what's real. because the truth never changes, period. The truth may be, you know, that relationship's not going anywhere, that job's not going anywhere, that friendship is not beneficial. I would tell you the hardest thing I ever had to do was address a friendship that was not beneficial. And I had all of the same things everybody says. That's my friend. We've been friends for over 25, 30 years. I can't, but then I had to put my big girl panties on and address the pain and address the issues that were causing my problem, because often it's not a problem for anybody else associated in the situation. The problem is for you. And so if you continue not to address it, the pain will be there, the crazy will be there, and you're in the same cycle. Remember, we talked about passing down legacies. Are you passing down crazy relationship legacies to your children? Is this how friendship's supposed to be? Is this how husband and wife relationships supposed to be? Is this how financial relationships are supposed to be? You're passing down that legacy. So today, my question on this Thankful Thursday, and we're thankful that you guys are all here. Can you stand the pain? Can you stand the pain of the change that you want to do? That pain is stopping you. It's the price you have to pay for the freedom that you want, period. And once you, and here's the thing, you guys, once you address that pain, you realize it's really not as bad as you thought it was. It's just because you didn't know. And because you don't know, you make assumptions. And we know what happens when you assume something. You make a behind out of you and me. So don't assume. Get the facts, get the information, and then put a plan in place so that you don't have to continue to live in crazy in your life and your finances. It doesn't have to be. So on Thankful Thursday, can you stand the pain? I need Lynn to break out with the song for me, because that would be just a nice backdrop, you know, or if Trenda was on, you know, the nice backdrop as I'm segueing out, you know, can you stand the rain? That would be just fabulous, Lynn.
Girl, if I knew the lyrics, all I know is, can you stand the rain? That's all I know.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm going to sing for y'all one day. I'm bound and determined to be a singer in my life. Y'all just hold on. I'm coming. I'm going to sing you guys a song. It may be at the Great Escape, June 16th at the Circle of Moon in Roswell, Georgia. So you guys make sure that you come out and you join us. As Lynn said, we do have people that have sponsored some tickets. So in order to win those tickets, you got to do 3 things. You've got to like the Fearless Morning Show page. You've got to go share the broadcast that we do every morning. You've got to do the one takeaway that you have gotten from the show. That's your song, Trenda. And y'all know Trenda can sing. She can sing.
No, every song from the 90s, in the 80s, those are Trenda songs. Y'all should have seen her at the Atlanta Expo. Every song came on, she was like, I can't hold it.
And that's Trenda too. That's how she.
I was like, look, she was like, Lynn, I'm sorry.
You feel it. You can see it in her shoulders when she stopped moving her shoulders.
She was moving more than her shoulders, girl.
She said she'll hold on, but you won't hold on. Go ahead, Trenda. I promise I'm gonna say you my voice coach, Trenda. You the one holding me back from my greatness. I need you to help me get my voice under control. I'm already loud. I just need to learn how to project it in the right way. So I may sing for y'all. All right, guys, join us. What'd you say, Lynn?
You gotta sing from your diaphragm.
Yeah, whatever. I'm singing from my toe, wherever's gonna come up at. Listen, y'all know I'm not a singer. I'm gonna sing from wherever I can get some breath to blow out some tunes for y'all. So Rosie corrects me all the time. She was like, "You're singing from the wrong place, mommy," because she's the singer in the family. But I may sing for y'all. I may even do a little dance video. We'll see. All right, guys, join us June 16th at the Great Escape in Roswell, Georgia. Make sure that you come ready. I don't think we can stress that enough. Come ready to do the work. Come in your comfortable clothes with your pencil, your paper, your calculator, your notebook, and come with an open mind and ready to be stretched, because that you will do. You'll be stretched beyond your belief, but you'll be ready. And when you leave, you'll have a blueprint in your hand of your next step. So don't forget, if you want a chance to win, you have to like the Fearless Morning Show page. You have to share our broadcast and then give us one takeaway. And my fearless assistant, Miss Rosemont, has a list of all the names. I don't know what she did with it, but she has a list of all the names of those who have liked and shared the broadcast so forth. Again, for a chance to win tickets, y'all, to the event June 16th, which is next Saturday, and I am too excited. It starts at 10 a.m. Make sure you like the broadcast. Make sure you share it. Like the Fearless Morning Show page and give us one takeaway from the show that you enjoyed, and or an idea that you would like for us to cover, so that we make sure that we're giving you guys all the right information, because it's all about sharing. And don't forget, if your friends and family do not have Facebook, that's okay. That's our YouTube channel right there. I got you covered, boo.
Right?
So they can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show, and make sure that they subscribe, and so that they can get a ding every time we post a show on there. So anything else then before I close out? I think I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it is.
No, you're not forgetting anything, but guys, don't forget also bring an electronic device. We do have free Wi-Fi in the room. You will need to use your devices to be able to pull down the information. We've simplified the process for you guys. We made it easy and it's fun. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Trust and believe, that's what you're going to be saying. That's what we're going to be hearing all day on Saturday. Oh my goodness, this is good stuff. I promise you, you will. All right, guys? Yes. We'll see you on Saturday, June 16th at the Circling Moon for the Do Shop, the Great Escape Mini.
I promise y'all.
That's all, y'all.
Y'all don't want to miss it. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Thursday. Remember, can you stand the pain of growth? Hey, and that applies to Lynn's finances too, the reasons to invest in the stock market. So make sure you come ready to do all of that, because we're going to be moving past all of that so we can get to where we need to be. I'm ready for everybody to be great. So y'all know me, I'm everybody's personal cheerleader. So let's make this happen. All right, guys, hope you have a great day. We'll see you here bright and early tomorrow morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Signing off.